Good evening and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So here we are back at the Great Prog War. This is day number 18, battle number 17, round number 2. And this is the first battle of this round, and it features UK and their debut album versus Eloy and their Oceans album. Both bands did well in the first round, eliminating their opponents. Coming here now, I noted in the first round, Ben was very diligent about the combatants who met with each other. I think he lined them up perfectly in many ways. In this round, he's gone and taken all the ones from the first 8 victories and placed them against ones from the second 8 victories. So we have two bands who won separate areas, one in the first round, one in the kind of second group. So Eloy is a band that I have quite a few albums of, to be honest with you. I think I've got about 4 or 5. This one I don't own, but I have seen it, and it's definitely on my list. It's a very solid album. And like all Eloy albums, it falls well within the norm for them. Like there's nothing, most of their albums have a lot of similarity between them. There's a lot of atmospheric things with some Pink Floyd-ish sounds to their music. Very spacey, space rock. Progressive space rock. Then you have Frank's vocals, which aren't the best part of the album, but I've grown used to his voice. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to. This particular one is one of the better albums too. I think of the ones I have, it rates probably near the top of those albums. It's really very Eloy-ish, if that's even a word. I doubt it. And I enjoyed the album quite a bit. This is my second time listening to it, so I'm getting a little more familiar with it, and it's pretty good. The thing about Eloy is I never think of them as an instrument, about their, now I'm getting all tongue-tied, about their instrumentation too much. It's decent, but as you get used to their band, you hear more and more, and they're actually better than I even originally thought. And so this album is pretty solid. The other band, UK, and their debut, this is my second time listening to it, and I like it more than I did the first time. Some really, really excellent guitar here by Alan Holdsworth. This is a guy that I've heard a little bit of, but not enough to really kind of get a feel for him, but he's excellent on this album. He's just superb. I just think that of the musicians on this band, they are all stars. Bill Bruford is an excellent drummer. John Wetton is an excellent bass player. Eddie Jobson is a great keyboardist as well. But I think Holdsworth is really the standout here, even though I really love Bill Bruford. He's just fantastic. So the music is pretty good. Sometimes I have a hard time with John Wetton's voice. I don't know why. I love it in certain aspects, and in other things I don't like it as much. Here it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. And the music, of course, is much more progressive than, they beat Asia because Asia wasn't progressive at all. But now they're up against a stronger band here who's more atmospheric, much more space rock. So you've got two bands that are totally different here. You've got one that is very progressive, but lots of really strong instrumentation and really great guitar work and some fantastic drum stuff, and the music is pretty solid too. And then you got one that's kind of atmospheric and spacey and really trying to create a whole feeling, a whole like, for me it's a headphones feeling. So they're both really good at what they do. So then it comes down really not to who's better, because if it came down to instrumentation, obviously UK is going to win it easily. And if it just came down to that headphones listening, Eloy's going to win it. So it just really comes down to which of the two albums I really enjoyed the most today. And since they're both relatively new to me, they don't really have a lot of history, so it's really kind of difficult to decide. So I will just go through the things I enjoy the most. With UK, I really enjoy Bill Bruford's style of drums a lot, and they are significant on this album. Alan Holdsworth's guitar playing is stratospheric, and for me it's a bit of an eye-opener. I knew he was good. I had heard some of his stuff, but I never knew he was quite this good, and so that's a big plus for me. The music and the songs aren't you know, I don't want to say they're memorable. I don't think they are. They're not bad though. They're good, but I think they're just venues for their musicianship. Eloy, it's all about the songs. The musicianship is good. It's solid. Doesn't compare to the UK musicianship. The vocals on the UK album are better as well. There's nothing outstanding about the musicianship as far as individuality goes. Like, so if you were to compare the four to the four on this album, the UK album is going to win this landslide. But I really enjoy listening to Eloy's atmospheric music. I really do. Especially on the headphones, it's just captivating. I love all of the albums they've got so far. They're not a band that's going to knock your socks off by any stretch, but this is a solid album. And their album covers are so much better than most of the competition, right? So it's really tight, and I'm still debating it right now. I haven't made up my mind. That's why this is dragging on here, because I enjoyed both albums quite a bit. I guess if it has to come down to it, it has to come down to if I could only choose one. If I was in a store and I had to choose one to buy, I could only buy one or the other. I'm going to buy the Eloy album because I know what I'm getting, and I know that it'll only get better. UK album I'm still not 100% sure about, so I think, as tough as this is to say, because I really enjoyed that UK album, I'm going to have to go with Eloy today. So Eloy is going to move on to the third round as they put UK out. That's a hard thing to say because I really didn't think that UK, I thought they were going further than this. They were strong. So anyways, and I also wanted to hear some more of that Alan Holdsworth stuff, but you know, you can only choose one. That's how it works, right? So you got to make those hard choices, and I'm choosing Eloy. So Eloy will move on to the third round. This is the first battle in the second round, and I hope that you're enjoying this. For me, it's good. I get to listen to some stuff that I probably wouldn't go out and listen to without this. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. It's much appreciated, and we'll be back with battle number 18 tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Thursday. This will come out tomorrow. Yeah, I just did 2 albums tonight, 2 videos tonight. One for the new show that I started, and then I did this one right after it. So happy to enjoy and happy to listen to both those albums, and you know, it's great. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow this will come out, and then we'll be back with the next one the following day. So I hope you have a good evening, and we will see you then. Bye.